All right. Shalom, Israel. We are I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. We're in GEN.YAHANNA. This is Florida scripture breakdown, general questions class. So if anyone has any questions concerning the Bible, what we believe, what we teach, take all of those. I'll answer whatever I can tonight. So with that, we'll give y'all a chance to type in your questions online. Type them in, you call them in. And, we ain't got no hotline on this track. You call them. And that's that. Any questions in the room?
All right. So, can I get a few scriptures that can prove that we're like hell is on earth and we're living in it because of like such as like the conditions that we in, and then also proving that heaven is on earth and how we can get it, how we obtain it.
You want examples?
Kind of in the Bible that so that I can use to prove it can't. You know what I'm saying? Like the world we live in is hell. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the the milk scriptures on it. I just wanted to be able to break down examples of from the Bible to what we're going through today, that to show that we in hell, and to also show what heaven is like and how we can get it.
Okay. Now you understand, I know you said you know the milk scriptures, right? So what's wrong with the milk scriptures?
There's nothing wrong with the milk scriptures. I'm looking for scriptures or examples to go with the milk scriptures, so I can show that the like when it talks about hellfire and us going through it, like how we can prove in the Bible that this is that hellfire.
The only things that are like, okay, I mean, depending on how you was gonna bring it out of camp, like I would show, first of all the curses, like in Deuteronomy 28, I'll show some of the curses that we deal with here on earth. You know what I'm saying? There is no one that there's. You can get heaven is the Most High's throne and earth is His footstool, right? Meaning, like, you don't go to heaven to live with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? He says heaven. If you want to get that scripture real quick. A lot of people, like Christians, think that they are going to heaven. They leave this life. They are going to float up into the clouds, invisibly. You know what I'm saying? Their soul and their spirit goes into the clouds, and they'll live forever with the Most High and with white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That's in the angels with, little naked baby angels, you know what I'm saying, for all the pedophiles and all the priests that exist, and that's it. But heaven is not, so that heaven is not where we go. You know what I'm saying? You can also use in Genesis, in the creation, the heavens of the heavens, different things like that. There's more than one heaven. I believe there's another one like in the New Testament, talking about the three heavens. You got fourth dimension heaven, you've got heaven that is above earth, and you got heaven that's on earth. You understand? Like, so those are three. I mean, like, just to prove to people that hell is not a place to go. Also, Ecclesiastes, the place of judgment. Ecclesiastes 3:1 or 1:3. The place of judgment is under the sun. Like, that's what, like I said, the Christian church teaches you that you're going under the ground to be judged by, or going, I guess, up into the clouds to be judged by Christ and Peter, and then they'll send you to, that dude with the horns under the ground. Just reminded myself of what's that movie as a kid? All Dogs Go to Heaven. You know what I'm saying? They go up and somebody decides whether they're going to go down under the ground or they get to stay up there in the clouds, which is all exactly that, fairy tale. It's Disney movies is what it is. You got it?
You wanted the footstool one first?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 1. Thus saith the Most High, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye built unto me? And where is the place of my rest? For all those things have my hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Most High.
Right, like heaven, the fourth dimension, it's not a place, it's not like a house. You know what I'm saying? The fourth dimension is a spiritual world realm, you know what I'm saying, that the best we can do is imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like you done read about it, about the visions that John the Revelator had, about the visions that Ezekiel had, and with the Most High, he's sitting on this throne that's on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it's streams of I forget. I don't want to say rainbows, but I think it's like rainbows or crystals and stuff like that. It's unimaginable. You know what I'm saying? Where the Most High resides. We don't go there. You know what I'm saying? The heaven that we go to is not walking on clouds. Clouds are condensation. It's goddamn water. You can't walk on clouds. You understand? Simple common sense. The fairy tales that they teach, you know what I'm saying? You just got to show, people like, okay, this is a fairy tale. It makes no sense. How in the world are you going to walk on clouds? Where are you going to go and be with the Most High? The Most High is with you. That's another scripture you can get. The Most High is here, and he dwells with man or something like that. Yeah, how it go. But that's a good one. Heaven is his throne, earth is his footstool. Also, did you have another one? The other one I called for?
The Ecclesiastes.
Is it Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes. It's chapter 3, verse 16.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Please.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
Right, the place that you get judged is under the sun. It's on the earth. The only thing that's under the sun. You don't go under the earth. You know what I'm saying? You don't go on top of the sun, above the sun to get judged. The place that you get judged is under the sun, right? And wickedness is there, meaning the things that are done, that are evil, that are wicked. The place where you get judged is done there. That's where it's earth. You know what I'm saying? And the place of righteousness, I believe it also says. And the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. This is also the place of righteousness. Okay, it's a place of righteousness when the righteous rule. When Yahushua is ruling, then it'll be a place of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? When the devil rules, then it's a place of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And all types of wicked things, lawful to do whatever the hell you want, to worship whatever God you want to worship. This is the place that we get judged. You get judged for being here and choosing wickedness and not choosing righteousness. You're going to get judged. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people are being judged right now. You know what I'm saying? We live where we live. We are treated the way we're treated. No one sees us as, anything worth the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the place that we're being judged. And that's where you would go into the Deuteronomy 28. You know what I'm saying? You would show those curses. You would show how we're being judged because we did not choose righteousness, because we didn't choose to follow the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
In the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
All right. is where the Most High is judging you. You know what I'm saying? And there's a time there, meaning on earth, for every purpose. You know what I'm saying? For, your punishment, for your reward. You being in heaven happens on earth. Esau is in his heaven right now. This is as good as it's going to get, and it's as long as it's going to last. Our heaven is going to be better than that, and it's going to last forever. Our kids will die at 300 years old, 400 years old. It will come back in the earth, the richest, greatest, wisest people on the earth forever and ever, and it'll keep going because Christ ain't having it no other way, and neither are the men that serve and that follow him. We ain't having it no other way. The place of righteousness is here. You know what I'm saying? Under the sun. And wickedness happens if you don't follow that. Wickedness, judgment, punishment happens here if you don't follow, the law, statutes, and commandments. So that's all. Heaven and hell are two conditions that you play out here under the sun. All right. And then the other one, But and what was the other one? The other one was Revelations 21. You use that. I know you gotta have Deuteronomy 32 on there. But that Revelations 21 is a good one. Matter of fact, before you get that, give me. Okay, you can get that. You got it already. I ain't gonna make the time better. We got real Bible thumpers, and we be hitting that. We ain't just typing it in. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven.
Right, the New Jerusalem, where Christ is going to rule. The kingdom of heaven is coming down from the Most High out of the fourth dimension heaven, meaning like, you know what I mean? Like John is seeing it as a vision, but this is really just the Lord giving us his laws, statutes, and commandments. He's giving us rulership. He's giving us the dominion over everyone else, but it happens here on earth. We don't go up into the clouds and reign, you know what I'm saying, and be princes and princesses and kings, you know what I'm saying? That's not where it's happening. That's the Lord's realm, you know what I'm saying? But on earth, Christ is getting to rule. Christ is going to rule all of earth. You understand? Keep going.
Prepared as a new bride adorned for her husband. Mm-hmm. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with man.
There it is. The tabernacle of the Most High is with man. Where the Most High, we don't go and live with the Most High. The Most High deals and lives with us, meaning he gives us the wisdom, the understanding, the authority to be able to rule. And whatever it is we ask for it, as you saw with Christ, you know what I'm saying? You want somebody to be raised from the dead, you can get it. You want to walk on water, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the Most High being with man. Being with the tabernacle of the Most High, the home of the Most High is with men. You understand? That's where the Most High dwells. We don't go and live with him. We don't go in, we don't choose to go to heaven. He gave us a place under the sun where every purpose and everything takes place. You understand? Heaven and hell, they're just conditions. One is being on top. Hell is having to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to make it to work by 8 every day of your life until you die of, some stupid disease, some debilitating ailment in your body, hurting and, beat all the dust. You understand? So that's hell. Me sitting back and eating the fat of the earth and ruling and telling everybody else what to do, that's happening. You understand? Is there any more on that? Go ahead.
The tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and not their and be their God.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the Most High being our power. That's what it is. When you read it in the Hebrew, being their God is being their power. Like this is our power. The white man's power is his money, I guess. His power is, I don't know, whatever he worships, whatever he deems the most important and most powerful thing, that's him. Okay? For us, the Most High is our power. Keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments is our wisdom. It's our power. It's our understanding. You understand? It's all of those things, right? The other one, Jeremiah 23. All right, this one is about Christ. And you can start at verse. Started. Let's start at 1, 2, 3.
Come. Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the Pharisees, Slacker. Woe be unto the pastors.
Salaki, why don't I let the brother with the mic read it? Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High.
All right, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. And this is, like I said, this is the Christian church. This is what they're teaching our people. Our people are living life like you can just do whatever the hell it is you want to, enjoy your life, and then you have to die to get a chance to go to heaven or have to go to hell. Nigga, if you don't realize that you're living in hell right now, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, our people are destroyed because of how we think and how we see these, our life. Our life is like a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? It's like something like, who would believe in God? Who would want to go to church? If you telling me I gotta do all of this and, love everybody and, give to the poor when I'm the poor. You know what I'm saying? I don't love everybody. Nobody loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if I do all these things, I get to go and live and walk on the clouds. Like any child can see that it's a fairy tale. Why would you believe in God? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm supposed to walk around in fire forever. Who believes that? Who would go to church? That would scare a 2-year-old. That would scare a 3-year-old. Don't scare no grown man. I'm gonna walk around in fire. Okay, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So these pastors who are teaching these things, they're scattering our people. These so-called leaders that do not understand and don't have the authority to teach God's people, you know what I'm saying, what the truth is about him. They're destroying our people. They're scattering our people. So destruction is going to come on them.
And that's so true too, sir, because, brothers all the time say, like, well, I'm just burning hell at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bring any type of fear to them, nothing.
And not realizing that you're already burning in hell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, walk outside your door, man. Try to go in the wrong neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you live in hell, man. Who wants to try to get a job, nigga? Staying hell? How much worse can it, like, that's what they, how much worse can it get? I live in the ghetto, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna go burn and I'm gonna walk in fire. And the Lord said that he's gonna pay those pastors back for what he's doing to the Lord's people. All right, keep going.
Verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Most High power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock, driven them away.
All right, nobody's coming to church, nigga. Nobody wants to hear you talk about God. You have driven them away. Keep going. They worshiping everything else. They just getting hot. They running to Shiva. Or who the hell ever else? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have driven the people away from wanting to serve the Most High. Go ahead.
And have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Most High. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed.
All right, welcome to the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this is talking about. Like, the Lord is going to gather his people that have been scattered into all these different religions, these different beliefs, non-beliefs, whatever you want to call them, and they come into the truth. They finding out that there actually was something to this Bible. You know what I'm saying? That this Bible actually meant something, that it was actually important. It wasn't something that, you know, tear out papers and roll up blunts with. You understand? Roll joints with. You understand? So now, like I said, the Lord is going to give them shepherds who will feed them. You know what I'm saying? These are the children of Israel are the Lord's lost sheep. You know what I'm saying? And now coming into the truth, you've got men over you that are going to teach you and that are going to feed you and give you, nigga, let you know what heaven is really about. Let you know that you should be striving to change your life, to gain rulership. You should want to rule. You shouldn't want to live kumbaya, happily ever after, we all equal, whatever nonsense that is. That is death unto us, and it's been that for hundreds of years. Like we just want equality, not understanding that nobody else is that damn stupid. The white man ain't that stupid. Equality means what?
In America, it means that you accept being just good enough to pass.
Man, America hates communism. You know what communism is? The concept behind it? Anybody?
It's communism is like just whatever the boss say, that's it. Whatever whoever's on top, whatever he decides, that's what everybody got to roll with.
No, that's a dictatorship.
Okay.
Communism is where everything is common. It's the same.
Okay.
You can't charge $400 for a pair of shoes. All shoes cost $4. That's communism. Esau hates that because that's equality. Everything is equal. You can't charge more over here. What is Esau about? Capitalism. He wants to make as much as he possibly can. If he can rape you for $3,000 on a pair of shoes, he's going to do it. If you dumb enough to pay it, go ahead, pay it. You understand? Well, he hates that. He doesn't think that anything should be equal, but he feeds your dumb ass a whole dream, a whole American dream about everything is equal. Black people out here marching and picketing because they're expecting him to live up to his lies. You understand? Nobody lives like that. The brother just brought up dictatorship. Somebody's on top. We're not all equal. You're not the same as the president. I see these cats try and go against the police officers that pull them over and whatnot. Like, I know my rights. You ain't got no rights. You got the right to do what I tell you to do. That's your right. You understand? Otherwise, you're wrong. I'll shoot you dead right here in the street. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot. They feed you that dream. And we're all destroyed because we don't understand it. Well, now the Lord has given us in the truth, you understand, like, you know, what the reality of this whole thing is and what we should be. I don't knock the white man for loving capitalism and this and that and the third and dictatorship or whatever. It only makes sense. Otherwise, I'd be the same as you. I'm going to lower myself to these dummies out here that want to get high and kill themselves. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lower myself to these niggas that want to kill their own people. Nah, I'm not doing that.
So in retrospect, communism technically not would have been a good thing?
Say again?
I'm saying so technically communism would have been a good thing?
Would have been a good thing for who?
I don't know.
Think, for who? Who would communism be good for?
The other thing?
Just in a regular, to the general sense, the way that communism is set up, who would benefit from communism?
The dominating nation?
No.
Because they take control, right?
So like you said, like the only people that would benefit from it is the niggas that's at the bottom.
Yeah, the poor.
Yeah.
The poor benefit from communism. The white man is about capitalism. He wants to get all he can because he can. He's got the farm. He's got this. I can charge what I want to for this lettuce. If everything was equal, if you couldn't charge me $40 for a pair of socks, now all the socks is 40 cents. That only helps people that are poor. It's not really helping the person on top. The person on top is the one that owns the factory to make the socks. He's not making really anything. Now, if another person wants to compete, which he's not, but if he wants to get a sock factory over here, what's to keep this one over here from going out of business? They all 4 cents. Why? I'll just go over here. It's closer to where I live. He picked a spot to put his sock factory. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this only helps poor people. It only helps people who don't have. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of communism. You know what I'm saying? The point of communism is to help the poor. It's to make sure that the whole country, what's a communist country? Was it China? Cuba, Venezuela, poor countries. You understand? Like they don't have much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't help anybody. We're not the richest country in America. On the other hand, they ain't about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe, China. I believe China was a communist country. Have y'all ever seen those pictures of China's projects? Look up China's how they live. Like you think your projects is bad? It goes up like skyscrapers. These cats is living, they gotta be like 100 floors of projects of messed up living, and they all in there together. It's so many people, you know what I'm saying? They don't have they've got a cat. They got a cat who, you know what I'm saying, is over the country. And he's like, man, look, I'm just gonna keep all the money. Y'all pay, you know what it is. Y'all pay, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have the same damn house. Everybody drive the same little Toyota. What would they drive in China? Mitsubishi. That's Japanese too. But everybody will drive that same little ass car. Ain't nobody driving no Ferraris or nothing in China. It's communism. We don't have money like that. We got enough for socks and drawers and stuff like that. Good night.
They even got the wall. They got the wall.
That's communism. You understand? And the white man would rather live on a hill by himself. Nobody near him, acres and acres all around him, and then put all you poor niggas in the projects, in the ghettos, the barrios, and don't you dare show your face in my neighborhood. You understand? So communism just helps them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we got all the way there, but what was my point? I forgot my point, man. Where are we at? Oh yeah, the equality. There we go. So, them damn tenements is crazy, man. But yeah, there is no equality, man. What we're doing is teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to want rulership, to want that. Like you said, is communism a good thing? Wouldn't be for me. I don't want to be on the same level as these Edomites and Moabites and Hamites. I don't want them to be able to live in my neighborhood. I want, when they come in my neighborhood, for them to be shot on sight. That's what I want. I don't want them in my neighborhood. I don't want none of their diseases, none of their thievery, none of their rituals or their gods. I don't want them anywhere near me. Keep them over there in the hood. You understand? So no, communism, I don't want that. I don't want equality. I want absolute authority and rulership. That's what I want. I want royalty. That's what I want. Forget equality. You understand? So that's what our shepherds are teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard pill for broke, poor niggas in the projects to accept. We just want a little equality. Can I have what the white man has, please? You don't want more? You don't want more than him? What are we asking for equality for? I want the white man's kingdom to fall. You understand? I want more than what he got. I want him not to have control over a damn thing. He can't call a shot for nothing for me. You understand? So that's what these shepherds are teaching. You know what I mean? Which is, again, as you look around you, it's hard. Nothing for me. You understand? So that's what these shepherds are teaching. You know what I mean? Which is, again, as you look around you, it's hard for people to accept that. It's rough. All we want is just a fair shake. We want everybody to kumbaya. We can smoke weed together, drink and do whatever until, you know, we just keel over and die.
It's crazy, man. China spent all that money on the Great Wall of China, and they still got a wall in their building.
They don't need one. They all the same people. They all the same people. China's not like America. You know, America's a melting pot. They, like I said, you know, they don't even care about their own people. You know what I'm saying? Like we're learning under these shepherds how to care for our whole nation. Every one of us get taken care of. You know, we read it in the Sabbath yesterday. Every one of us get taken care of. You know, we read it in the Sabbath yesterday. You know what I'm saying? About not taking the gleanings. You know what I'm saying? That's for your people. You know what I'm saying? It might be, you know, a little down on their luck or whatever, hungry, whatever the case may be, right? You understand? So we're going to make sure that our people are taken care of. These other capitalists or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Listen, they're destroying our people. They're, you know, let you die off of your own, whatever it is, your lust desires. They will let you die from it, man, just so they can stay on top. All right? Mm-hmm. Where was we at? I know we didn't get to the part. It was like 2, 3,
We was on
4. That's where it is. Mm-hmm.
and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking,
There it is.
saith the Most High.
Neither shall they be lacking. They won't need to know, you know what I'm saying, like how I'm supposed to live. They won't lack any, you know, no one in here lacks anything, you know, material. You know what I mean? If you need something, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you have shepherds that actually care about you, as opposed to those pastors who, you know, do not care about the Lord's people. You know what I'm saying? They got a Learjet and they got a sister walking with kids to the church every Sunday. Sister ain't even got a car. He driving a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? These brothers is out here, you know what I'm saying? You know, taking the bus to get to church. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so like I said, neither will they be lacking. They're going to have righteous shepherds who are going to feed them, who are going to teach them exactly what it is they need to know. All right, keep going.
Verse 6.
5.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 5.
We're in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and the king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
Now let me ask, who is this king? Right, Yahushua. Ignorantly called, you know, Jesus Christ. Right? Jesus Christ is this righteous branch that the Most High is going to raise in the family tree of David's. Right? So David's great grandson, somewhere along there, ends up coming onto this earth. Like he said while he was here, my kingdom is not of this world, but he is the king of the Jews. And this is what he's talking about. He's going to reign and execute judgment where?
In the earth.
Right. That's where it happens, man. This is where the kingdom of God is going to be. It's going to be here on the earth. So anybody, any Christian can plainly see this one. Right? Jesus is not going to be up in the clouds with you, and that's where he's going to reign. Christ is going to reign and execute judgment right here on the earth, just like it said in Ecclesiastes, just like it says all over the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible does it say you're going into the fourth dimension.
Right. That would mean that all those Christians that died and so-called went up in the cloud won't get to be with Christ.
Right. Where's Christ at? Christ ain't there. You know what I'm saying? So where are you? Where did your grandmama go? Yeah, she's up looking down on me. Nigga, from where? There ain't nobody there for you, man. You understand? So this is you know, this is like a good cut for camp right here. And of course, like I said, it's all over the Bible.
So could I get a breakdown when it says, in my father's house is many mansions? Is that, I know it's talking about on earth, but is that literally like, is it talking about houses? Or what is that? What does that mean?
Yeah, like it's going to be a kingdom. Like for us, it's going to be, you know, absolutely, like I said, however, in my father's house, I mean, you want to read it? Okay.
The book of John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the power. Believe also in me. In my father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you.
Right. Like, man, listen, like it's okay. The best way to look at it is like, you know, telling black people now, you know what I'm saying? Like if you change your life, you get off these drugs, you stop, you know, smashing whores or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you are going to be a prince. You're going to rule, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to rule on this earth under Christ. You understand? So telling people that, you know what I'm saying? Like Christ is like, man, listen, you believe the Most High, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. You believe you ain't supposed to do this, believe me. The Most High is giving us an opportunity to have rulership, to be, you know, the richest, the most successful people on the earth, you understand, there are many mansions. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of us. Yeah, it's not just for, you know, the top 1%. There are many mansions. This is the best way to look at it. Like, it's available for all of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, all the nation of Israel. We're all going to be living like that. You understand? Like, it's enough for, you know what I'm saying? It's many mentions, and if it wasn't that way, I would not have told you. So yeah, it's just talking about how rich we're going to be, how, you know, what our status is going to be like. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven. So the house is just talking about, you know, the kingdom of heaven, us being here on earth. All right, yeah, something to.
I think we skipped a chapter. I think we were gonna go with Deuteronomy 32 in regard to the last section.
Oh yeah, we know. I mean, do you want a breakdown on it or something? That's a yes or no question. Okay, I'll sweat. I don't get it. I certainly didn't skip it. I know the brother has it in his notes, so he didn't need a breakdown. So if you needed one, then I definitely give you that. Go ahead, brother. You want to read that for?
Come on. You start at verse 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 1.
Wait a minute. Verse 1?
Verse
All right, ain't it like 20? Verse 20? Is it necessary to start at 1? Let me. It feels like orating today.
Verse 22.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, so.
Oh, I'll start at 26. I'll start at 20. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be.
All right. Okay. So this is the Most High. Of course, when you read this is a song that Moses was to write as a testimony, like a kind of like a prophecy to the children of Israel. Like, the Lord knew that we was going to go off and do all of this disgusting wickedness before we even did it. So this song, what Moses is writing, is happening as soon as we're getting in. Like, we ain't even got into the promised land yet. But as soon as we're going to go in there, Moses is writing this down as a prophecy so that we know what's going to happen to us in the last days. So basically, we went against the Most High, worshipped every god, pissed the Lord off. And he said, I will hide my face from them because he's pissed off, and see how it all turns out for him. You want to worship Christmas, you want to, you know, I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Be a child molester, be a homosexual, you want to be a drug addict, you want to be listen, the Lord said he's going to let you get AIDS and gonorrhea and, you know, overdose and what the hell ever, lung cancer, heart disease. He's going to let you get all these things and see how it ends up for you. Okay, keep going.
Come on. For they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not power, or the power. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
Right. This is the crazy. This is the heavy part. Like, you gotta understand. The Lord is saying that he's gonna provoke us to jealousy with a no people. Like, he's gonna make us angry. Like, and that's what's happening. If this happens on his degree, we want him to validate us. Now, look, here's my certificate of graduation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My diploma. Call it what you want to. It's a damn piece of paper that has some white man's name on it. That shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My diploma. Call it what you want to. It's a damn piece of paper that has some white man's name on it that now automatically elevates you here because you're down here. You understand? When you don't have it, you can know how to do open heart surgery. If he didn't validate you, it's nothing. You could save a man's life. If he didn't validate you, it means nothing. So you are under a no people. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we decided to worship other gods. So the Lord got pissed off, turned his back on us, and like let it happen to him. See what happens. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell.
Right. This is a fire is kindled in the Most High's anger, meaning what? He's pissed off, and he's going to do certain things to you. He's going to allow certain things to happen unto you. That's the Lord's anger. That's the fire of his anger. And he said that it will burn unto the lowest hell. Hell is a condition. Hell is just not being on top. But really, if you got to get up and go to work, you might have a good job. You might like your job. Nigga, it's hell. That's hell. You have to work. It's not a job. It's not my profession. It's not my career. I don't have a career. I got rulership. What is a career? That's hell. Well, this is going to burn until the lowest hell. To the niggas that ain't got no job. The niggas that ain't got no food to eat, a place over their head, man. It's going to be worse. For them brothers that are locked up in these dungeons, man, in prison, it's horrible. They get mistreated in there. You ever see a inmate complain about the treatment, about the jails? Oh, it happens. And they complain all the time because it's hell in hell. Shit is horrible. These conditions. We're getting COVID all out the yin yang. We got syphilis passing all around here. It's horrible. That's how pissed off the Most High is at us. That's hell.
Yeah, I knew this cat in the world. You know what I'm saying? Went to prison. I just heard recently he died because of the conditions that he was in.
The anger. It's the anger of the Lord, and that's what the fire of hell is. It's not you being able to walk around under the ground in 200-degree burning flames. That's impossible. You can last in that for 25 seconds, maybe. That's not eternity. You know what eternity is? Every generation waking up to this same thing, man. How long, man? The scripture says that, man. Like, how long, Lord, is it you want to let this happen unto your saints, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, how long, Lord, is it you want to let this happen unto your saints, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is happening to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. Seems like perpetually. Like, it don't stop. That's hell. The fire that you're walking through is your employment, your everyday drive on the street, your reputation and your status among all the other nations. That's hell. You're on the bottom. Somebody's on top. They're in heaven. They're enjoying it. But we are getting the hell that the Bible talks about right now in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian communities. We're getting the hell. No one else is getting that. No one is getting these curses. Like I said, you can go to that Deuteronomy 28. Nobody else is getting these like that as a nation, as a people. This happens to us as a people. These curses, the anger of the Most High is happening unto us. All right? Keep going.
Come. And for a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase.
And shall it consume what?
The earth.
That's where hell is. It's going to consume the earth with her increase. And meaning, whatever, like when you read back in those curses, right? If one of us wanted to grow some type of plant, some type of farm, you understand? Like we want to grow, corn. You get us a bunch of land, you want to grow the corn. Guess what's going to happen? Your corn is not going to grow. It might rain wonderfully because you're on the bottom, because you're in hell, because you have no power, because everyone hates you. It's very simple for a white man just to put some type of insect in your zone. Just drop it off in an airplane. You just fly by, drop it, and your joint will not grow. It's hell. It's because you have no say, you have no authority, you have no control. It's going to consume the earth with her increase. Whatever it is you put your hand to do, whatever it is you get your hands on, and how prosperous you think it's going to be, It's never going to be, because the Lord is pissed. He's not going to let it. As soon as you think something is, going right, the Lord is going to, let you know, remind you who the hell you are. You still a nigga. You understand? You are still the people that are hated. You the ass end of every stick. You know what I'm saying? Like every time. You understand? So it would consume the earth with her increase. You know what I'm saying? That's where hell happens. That's where the lowest hell is. That's where the fire that burns is at. It's right here on earth where you get judged. All right. Does that answer your question? Okay.
So just to clarify, that's the increase is like you were saying, corn, like crops.
It could be anything. Whatever your increase, I'm saying, whatever you put your hand to do. It could be anything, brother. You know what I'm saying? Man, what's the brother? You can name anybody. Wesley Snipes. You can name a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying? They have prosperous, little careers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And whatever your increase is, man, it's really gonna come to naught eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's not something you're gonna pass on generationally. Nothing like that. It's not gonna be like the wealth that our people think they have. Some of us got some money. Oprah got some money. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that, families, like whole cities in certain areas, they got some money. You know what I'm saying? They talk about it all the time. Like these people have made deals with the devil, basically. Basically, they so tight with their oppressor that even if something go wrong, your oppressor come back and help him out, as much as he possibly can. But at the end of the day, it's still a nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you stop doing that, you right along with every other nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you stop doing that, you know what I mean? It's gonna go bad. It's gonna go south anyway. So end of the day, your increase, whatever it is you think you have, is not going to last. You know what I'm saying? It might last for a couple generations. It might last for a few years. Either way, it's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? Like our mindset on it is too short. How we look at it in the truth is that this is going to be for forever. We're going to rule and have control forever. It's not going to be for a short time. Like the white man, how long he been in rulership? Anybody got any? Since the Greeks. Before the Romans. Something like that. Sound about right. Sound good to me. I'll take that. I don't even know. Sounds great. I think it's a little less than that, though. It's probably like 30,000. But still, he been in rulership for 3,000 years. Before that, he was in the caves. You know what I'm saying? We was ruling for a short minute, and then everybody else was ruling. The white man has been ruling for 3,000 years. The entire earth. Okay? Now, that's short to us. 3,000, I mean, that's fine, but it's going to end. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. What nigga has had wealth for 3,000 years? Nigga has ruled anything, done anything for 3,000 years, except for get toe up. That's all we can say. We've done consistently for 3,000 years. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the whole point. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, whatever thing Oprah got going or her people might have had, it's going to get consumed. It's going to get ate up. It's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is like, we're going to see what their end is going to be. That's just the beginning for Oprah. You know what I'm saying? The end should be right down, with the rest of our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Should be right, toe up, right along with us. You know what I'm saying? They would call her a nigga to her face too. Let things get a little bit worse in America now. Oprah would just be another nigga. Let governments fall. Let these good old boys get to pull them shotguns and them AR-15s out and start martial. It'll get took real quick. You understand? So, any other questions online in the room? 1 second. Go ahead.
I want to know if we can go over Ezekiel 48 and Revelation 7. If you look at both chapters, they mention the gates of the kingdom for the tribes. But I guess it's worded differently. Like, I think the tribe of Dan is missing from Revelation, but in Ezekiel 48 is mentioned.
So what's your question?
I was trying to figure out what happened there, but that potentially has been a, I guess like when they go from book to book, when they do revisions, they potentially left them out, or is there something missing in between?
Okay. You said Ezekiel 7 and Revelations what?
Ezekiel 48, Revelation 7.
Revelation 7. All right, so give me the one in Revelations first, Arkin. I'll take that one. No, you just read it. I just want you to read the
Start at verse 1.
yeah, I guess.
Can I say something with that? I'm sorry. It's either Revelation 7 or Revelation 21. It mentions the land that we have in Ezekiel 48, and I think the gates, or
Okay, just give me whichever one it is when you find out whatever it is. Just give me whichever scripture it is you want the brother to read, and he'll go ahead and pull that for you. You had another question online?
Come on.
Good.
The question is in Isaiah 4:1. Brother asked, is Isaiah 4:1 talking about having more than one wife in the kingdom? In the kingdom, or is that talking about Jerusalem being took over by the Babylonians? I have it right here.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4, starting at verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. And in that day shall the branch of the Most High be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel.
Okay. So in Revelation, in Isaiah 4:1, what this is talking about is, okay, I mean, it's known that a man can have more than one wife, right? So you already know that. This is just saying how it's going to be. Like, it's just going to be, a man is going to be that wonderful. Man of the Lord is going to be that wonderful and that rare, that valuable in that time, to where 7 women will take hold of one man just to, be under him, to be called by his name. Like that, in other words, you've got women out here with multiple baby fathers, with don't know who their kid's dad is, whatever the case may be. She done had 14 abortions. She was a stripper. She used to walk the strip, whatever. A ton of different things that would be unbecoming to a woman, right? So any woman, like what's that movie? Pretty Woman, right? This chick is a whole prostitute, right? And she runs into a rich guy who is able to take her reproach away. Basically, now nobody's going to talk about her. What's that? This Melania.
Oh, yeah.
She's the first lady. She married Donald Trump. Now she's the first lady. Everything she did before, you forget about. She is respectable and honorable, and the first lady. Oh my, took away her reproach. You understand? Well, that's what getting with one of these brothers here in I.S.U.P.K would be like. In the, now that because of the work and the job that this brother did in raising a whole nation, building a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be like royalty. You would be your reproach would be taken away because of who it is now. You're married. You're not that whore anymore. You don't. You know what I mean? You changed your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You came to the truth. Now here you are. This sister sisters come in here, cooking wonderful food, helping brothers out, getting brothers and sisters jobs, sewing, doing whatever they can do up in here. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in here is asking them, okay, what is it that you did before? Who were you before? You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't matter. Basically, you changed your life by, marrying to that brother. It's the same thing that we as brothers do, you know what I'm saying, coming into the truth. Whatever we were before, we married into Christ, man. You understand? Like, we married up. We married well. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us being drug dealers or Christians or Muslims or Egyptologists, we are men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, under Christ, doing what the Most High says to do. You know what I'm saying? So now we're under him. We follow whatever his commands and his instructions are. You understand? We don't get with no other gods. We don't go and whore ourselves out for Christmas and for birthday parties. We won't cross the line and do anything that would piss our head off. You understand? And so that's all this is talking about. It's just saying, in the kingdom is coming, and these men are going to be very valuable as people start waking up, as this current kingdom starts to fall. You understand? You're going to see that black men who truly love Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people are going to be a high commodity. You understand? So that's pretty much that. Hope that answers the question. I don't know what the other part of it, but that's pretty much it on that. Did you find the scriptures? Sis?
Those are the chapters. I'm just not sure if they correlate with Ezekiel 48 exactly. And I guess that's what I need clarification on. Like, okay, so Revelation 7, there, I think Dan is mentioned in another tribe, but in Ezekiel 48 it says that they would be there. So I guess that's what I was trying to get clarification on.
Okay.
The border of Damascus northward to the coast of Hamath, for these are his sides, east and west, a portion for Dan. And by the border of Dan, from the east side unto the west side, a portion for Asher. And by the border of Asher, from the east side even unto the west side, a portion for Naphtali.
I'm not understanding what you're asking here.
I was thinking that Ezekiel 48 and Revelation 7 go together when it talks about the tribes in the kingdom.
No, it
But
doesn't.
It doesn't?
No. This is just right here in Ezekiel. This is talking about, at this time, Dan was still a pretty prominent tribe, right? Like, we were just talking about, say they're from Cuba, right? Somebody from Cuba can be darker than me, or they can be light as hell. You understand? And I was, mentioning to the Aki, I'm like, you don't even know, just because that's their, like, where they live, where they're from, because they're from Puerto Rico, doesn't mean that they're Ephraim. You understand? So it's the same thing, like how Dan, he kind of got mixed in, even though he's living over here amongst Ephraim, he's still Dan. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, that's kind of like what happened to Dan over the years. Dan kind of got absorbed by the rest of the tribes, right? But he's still there. Give me that Genesis chapter 49, the part about Dan. I think it's in for 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Book of Genesis chapter 49, verse 16. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel.
Read it again.
Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel.
Because I came up in America, in the United States, in the ghetto, but I might be Dan, right? Dan is a what, by the way?
Is a adder in the way.
He's an adder in the way. You know what that is, right? Yeah, it's a snake, right? That's in the way. Like you on a. What if he wasn't? All right, so that's why I was wondering. Like, you don't even know who it is. Who is Dan? Who?
It could have been me. I want to make sure I'm with.
Yeah, well, probably is. You know what I mean? We just don't know. Like that's one thing. Like Dan ain't even on the damn 12 tribes chart. We don't know. Where is he? He's there. He's like an adder in the way. Don't see him. He's judging as if he's Levi right now. I don't know who Dan looks like. All right. Any other questions? Go ahead, sis.
So Deuteronomy 26 and 12. It seems like, I don't want to say contradiction.
Oh yeah. People online can't hear you.
I wouldn't say it's a contradiction, but based on what I read, between Deuteronomy 26 and 12 and Ecclesiastes 11 and 7, So it's talking about the tithes and, paying to the Levites, the homeless, the widow, and it was the fatherless. However, for Ecclesiastes, it was, stating not to help the sinner or people who are not of God.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got you. All right, so we'll read. Let's read 26. And again, this is what I was bringing out yesterday in the Sabbath service. All right. These laws were intended for us when we were coming into our own land. This is how we were going to rule. This is how we were going to judge. This is how we were going to take care of each other, make sure everybody is cool, everybody is straight. What is the stipulation on us for having this rulership in this land?
1.
What verse was it, sis?
Verse 12.
Verse 12. When thou hast made an end of tithing all the tithes of thine increase, the third year,
Go up to 10, over sure.
the Levite and the stranger that is among you. When thou hast made an end of tithing all the tithes of thine increase the third year, which is the year of tithing, and hast given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and they may eat within thy gates.
That they may eat.
Oh, sorry. That they may eat within thy gates and be filled. Then thou shalt say before the Most High thy power, I have brought away the hollow things out of mine house, and also have given them unto the Levite.
Okay, start right there. Now, why would we give it unto care of? You know what I'm saying? That's how they were just as rich as we were. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So we gave it to the Levites. Who else?
Thou hast made an end of tithing. When thou hast made an end of tithing, all the tithes of thine increase the third year, which is the year of tithing, and has given it unto the Levite, the stranger.
Okay, stranger. Same thing. Stranger. Stranger would be a brother or sister that comes into the land that they're Dan. Okay, I'm Dan. I just wanted to come and see what's going on over here in Ephraim. And he ends up just being a part of Dan. He marries him a Ephraimite wife. You don't see Dan no more. You know what I'm saying? He done left his inheritance over there. He's a stranger. He's over there staying where you're staying. Right? That's a stranger. He might not have, he don't got no house here. He don't got no crops here. He was traveling. He's a traveler. He likes to travel, whatever. So him, you got to take care of. Who else?
The fatherless.
That goes without saying. The person who lost their father, you know what I'm saying? Their father passed away. Who's, taking care of the business? Like, you are supposed to take care of that person, that brother, or that sister that does not have, family, doesn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And the widow.
Mm-hmm. The widow, of course, lost her husband. She is to be taken care of. That's what we do. That's what the care of the widows, the strangers. If a stranger coming into your zone, you don't be like, yo, go over there and holler at the priest. They got my 10% for the year or whatever. You would take that stranger into your crib. You know what I'm saying? If you ran into a brother or a sister, you know what I'm saying? We got things that happen around us all the time. We pay our tithes. You don't be like, okay, yeah, go to Commander General Yohanna. He's got my 10%. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just part of us. The Levites, you don't be like, okay, yeah, go to Commander General Yohanna. He's got my 10%. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just part of us. The Levites would take care of them. I would take care of them. Anybody would take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, but the tithes is going into the Levites. You don't put it on just the Levites now. And I gave you my 10. Y'all handle that. That's not real.
I understand.
All right. Okay.
I was holding, who is thy mother and who is thy brother?
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I have, know whom you do it good to.
So give me that one first.
Thou wilt do good. Know to whom thou doest it. So shalt thou be think for thy benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. and if not from him, yet from the Most High.
Right. So do good unto a godly man, then you'll find recompense. You'll get paid back. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everyone was supposed to be a godly man or woman. Those fatherless, that widow, if this widow killed her husband, I'm not taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my obligation to take care of her. She's a murderer. She's going to be judged. She's going to get stoned to death or whatever when we're ruling. So she wouldn't be there. The child killed the father. You get the point. Like, if an ungodly person, that person deserves judgment and, punishment or whatever from the Most High. That was our job when we were in rulership. So me doing good unto a godly man it almost went without saying in Deuteronomy 26. You didn't have to say that. Now I got to say that because the person that's, where we live, you believe that you're not supposed to have sex with your on the side of the Most High is not going to work out for it. You understand? Keep going.
Come. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Give to the godly man, and help not a sinner. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly.
See that? That's what that Deuteronomy 26 is talking about, the lowly. People that need to be taken care of, we're going to take, but if he's ungodly, forget it. You understand? Well, in Deuteronomy 26, that's what it's talking about. All of us were supposed to be keeping the laws. You're in 26. In 28, then 2 chapters over, it's going to tell you, if you do not keep these laws, if you don't follow what the Most High is saying to do, then all of these curses are going to come on you. They're going to pursue you, and they're going to overtake you until you be destroyed. So the whole point of 26 is like, if you keep these laws, you ain't got to worry about nothing. People are going to take care of you every 3 years. You're going to get this 10% if you lost your husband. The verse is telling you, give to the lowly. You should want to help them, but not if they're ungodly. If they're ungodly, they're there for a reason. You understand? If they are a godly person and they're down on their luck, listen, don't glean the edges of your field. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take care of the widow and the fatherless if they're godly. If they are not godly, no good can come to them anyway. This is why this is happening to them. You understand? So it's just being like a right judge. Like if you went to court with a judge because you're lowly, is he not going to give you judgment? If you did wrong, you did wrong. You're still going to get the judgment that's coming onto you. It's the same thing that the Lord is, having for us to do is, first of all, if he gives a judgment, he gives a judgment. If you don't know if this person doing anything evil, go ahead and help them. You understand? But that's why the scriptures tell you know to who it is you're doing it. If you don't know, I'd err on the side of caution. Because whatever good you do could come back twice as much evil to you. All right? You can drop that. All right. So what else did I? Wait a minute. Luke. Okay. And when the contradiction, am I addressing the contradiction?
Just real fast, you said it was 11 and what? Leviticus 11 and what?
We didn't say anything about Leviticus 6.
She mentioned Deuteronomy 26 and then
Ecclesiastes 12.
what is it?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12.
Okay.
Go ahead.
One more question.
It's different than this side?
It's kind of similar. It's about tithes still in Deuteronomy.
So we're good on the whole contradiction thing.
Yes, sir.
Lock it. Right. Little libation, Bakusha.
You kind of touched on it a little bit when you were talking about the tithes for the Levites. Can I just have a breakdown of Deuteronomy 14 and 22 to 23? I mean, I have the rest of the chapter highlighted, but I usually do 22 to 23.
Okay.
I'm sorry, for 25.
Okay. You said you got the whole thing high.
Yeah, but 22 to 25 is what I need more clarification on.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get that. We got any questions online? Okay. All right, so we go start at, you said 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 to 21.
God.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 21. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself.
Mhm.
Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates.
Both sides are racist, man. Man, how you gonna give that nasty dead thing just died? And, okay, your cow had a damn heart attack and it died itself, right? You didn't kill it, you didn't slaughter it, it just died. Natural causes, whatever, right? You can't eat it as an Israelite. It is unclean to you. But who gives a damn about the heathen? They will eat anything anyway. Them, you could give it to them. You could give it to another nation. You can't eat it. It's unclean for an Israelite. Keep going.